Imagine a property that has centuries of history. Beautiful structures and vignettes that are spread over 127 acres where every acre counts.
The natural beauty and the history were almost overwhelming, and immediately you start thinking as a designer, how am I going to make this tangible? How am I going to augment this? We knew the main structure would have to be set back from the river just right so that views and the sound experience would be adequate. And on the other side, it would relate to the two existing barns right next to it. These two thoughts defined the volume and the inspiration for the house. And those little decisions add up to really bring the home close to nature.
It's hard to believe that only 2 hours outside of New York City, you can be in a space like this where you have so much tranquility and peace. Timeless architecture and beautiful landscapes inspire us to travel across the world. And that's why we came to upstate New York to show you something truly one of a kind. "127 acres, a lot to cover." It's just me, Mikey, and this beautiful property. Look at our scenery, so peaceful. Oh! All right, this is pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool scene, I gotta say. Look at this place. This is unreal.
After a leisurely drive about 2 hours from one of the greatest cities on the planet, New York City, slowly but surely, your pulse slows, your blood pressure goes down as you meander through winding roads that lead you to this extraordinary estate. This is the sort of real estate that I call collector quality, the kind that is impossible to replicate. And that to me makes it a collector's item.
All right, everyone, welcome to Pine Plains, New York. We're gonna start our tour from the beginning of this property. 127 acres, multiple structures, barns, a river that cuts through this property. So we got a lot to cover today, and that's why we're starting our tour with this Jeep. Now, on my left-hand side is one of the barns that was built in the 1920s, recently remodeled. It's an amazing horse stable, and look at the road that we're on right now. Our scenery is absolutely fantastic. This property is so peaceful, so tranquil. I'm beyond excited for this tour.
Yeah, me too. This is a unique way to start the video, but like Ines said, this is 127 acres. There's all-terrain vehicles, there's Jeeps. You know, this is kind of what this property is all about, so we're going to do it a little bit differently today.
Absolutely. Now, on our left-hand side is the guest cottage. Has few bedrooms upstairs, another separate one-bedroom apartment down below, and this is where we are staying during our trip. Wanted to mention that. Now you can actually see the main estate, which is a phenomenal property. This is one of the dogs. Hey, bud, how's it going? And this place is magical. I always wanted to come to upstate New York. I feel like there's something about the grounds here, the way this place feels is quite special. And like I said, I'm really excited.
Yeah, you have the sound of the river kind of permeating the entire property. You have golden retrievers barking, running around. It's just a vibe here, you know?
It's a vibe. Now let's talk about what's in front of us. Barn-inspired contemporary home. It was completed 3 years ago, approximately 7,500 square feet. Absolutely stunning design. Let's go inside and continue our tour.
This house has it all. You have a contemporary take on original barns. You have the most pristine land I've ever seen in my 40 years in this region. It's been curated and cultivated to pay homage to its history, to the way the land was intended to be used.
The connection of the house to nature is not just in the materials and in the views, but also in the way it captures the light or is open to the light streaming through it. And the gables will allow the east light, the morning, the rising sun, to shine right through the living room, dining room, and the master suite above. And similarly at the evening, the setting sun literally brings to life the kitchen. that light in this area with the kind of changing climate around is rather magical.
So the main home is located right in the center of this amazing property. Before we go in there, I want to show everyone our views. Look at these rolling grounds. They're so lush and green. There's actually a bridge right there going over the river, and that bridge takes you to the other side of the property, which we'll check out later. And coming back to the house, barn-inspired contemporary home, 3 levels, and on the exterior you can see the stacked stone and vertical siding details, a lot of casement windows, beautiful design elements that I'm excited to cover once we go inside. Now, coming to the entry, this section is covered. Your pivot door opens up to your mudroom. Come on in. Beautiful dark tones, exposed ceiling joists above. I love the natural stone floors that they have here, and we're gonna see these floors throughout as well. Before we go into the main volume, there's actually a powder bathroom that I want to show to everyone. Gorgeous custom marble sink. Again, a lot of these darker tones with wood paneling on the walls, exposed beams, beautiful fixtures. It's a really nice powder bathroom. Now, coming back to this side, we have the staircase taking us to the upstairs loft and the primary bedroom. But first, I want to bring everybody down to the main volume where we have the seating area and the dining area. This space is phenomenal. All these grid windows above. Then we have casement windows and French doors opening up to the outdoors. Wall sconces. This room is 21 feet wide, 26 feet tall. Obviously, volume is incredible. This is your seating area, your couch, wood burning fireplace, and we have it on right now. This is so tasteful. This space is so warm, and I just love this. Look at our views. Everything coming together. This place is special.
Yeah, this is a beautiful room, but something that I don't think the cameras can really convey is just the sense of peace and tranquility in this house. This house is very zen, it's very relaxing. Maybe it's the river, maybe it's all the greenery outside, maybe it's just the time we've had since we've been here, but
all of it above.
It's very nice.
Absolutely, and we don't have a TV here, but we have a gorgeous wood-burning fireplace. I love how they brought granite stone around the fireplace with the design elements, and then they incorporated these metal shelves on the side, and it also runs on top. And then they have this hardware attached to it. You can cook here. You just hang your pot above the fire, and that's that.
Very cool kind of American frontier detail. We've never seen that before. I really like that.
It's definitely a nice touch.
Yeah.
Obviously above we have stacked stone, giving so much character, and they use this stone throughout the property as well. Coming here, I love this ceiling mount lounging bed. I actually tried this one last night. It's super comfortable. It's all made out of recycled materials. Look at the hardware here. I've never seen a piece like this.
Oh, they're like chain links almost, yeah?
Exactly. Designed by Jim Zivic. It's such a cool piece. Complements your seating area. And again, I just love this space. Now, Mikey, let's take everybody to the other side so we can talk about the structural design of this volume or this home. These are Douglas fir wood columns, and they're bolted to the floors through these knife plates or metal plates that are attached to the floors, and these plates run into the beams as well. And you can actually see the bolt through locations here. Obviously these columns run all the way to the ceiling, and once you're up there, same thing happens. Another plate that connects the roof rafters to these columns, so you get this cohesive wood barn frame. And obviously in between we have all these windows, French doors, bringing so much natural light. I feel like this house is a perfect mix between a rustic barn house and a contemporary home. It's a perfect balance of both, and it walks that line right in the middle.
Yeah, I feel like it really has some mid-century elements to it as well, you know?
Especially with some of the furniture pieces and accessories. Hi, kitty. Hi.
Got a little friend?
That's right. Oder's cat is accompanying us.
Yeah.
Now, 2 more details I want to talk about here, Mikey. Number 1.
I actually didn't even know those were in there.
Pretty clever detail, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I really like that these screens are built in and very seamless. Second thing I want to cover, we talked about the knife plates. They also have these trims that run the entire length of these wood beams, and this gap also serves as a space for electrical lines. So they can have these wall sconces.
Very cool.
Pretty cool. Big congrats to the design team. I want to especially congratulate Niels Schoenfelder, who is the lead designer of this amazing property. House looks great, grounds are beautiful, architecture is stunning. I think the development team here did a fantastic job with this entire property. Now, right behind me is the dining area, which is a different take on a dining area. But before I go into more details here, let's talk about the specs of this amazing property. So the main house features 4 bedrooms, 4 full 1/2 baths. It's 7,500 square feet. The entire property is 127 acres. And within the property, we have so many different structures, barns, and areas that we're gonna cover throughout the tour. On the market for $25 million. And I wanna give big thanks to the listing agents, Leonard Steinberg and Byron Anderson, for making this tour possible. We are beyond excited to be here. And as always, you can find more information about this incredible estate in the description of this video.
Yeah, and like Anna said, this is 127 acres. Rarely do we tour properties this large, so today's tour is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, we're going to jump around.
Yeah.
We're going to hop on a 4x4, we're going to walk the grounds, we're going to check out a river that's absolutely stunning.
Glamping sites.
Glamping sites, we got a lot going on
Airstreams.
today. That's right,
Yeah.
That's right. All right, let's focus back to the dining area again. Low table setup, cushions on the floors, love these chandeliers above. Great volume. You have your double-sided fireplace that faces the dining area as well as the kitchen. What a beautiful space. And Mikey, while we're at it, look at the staircase that goes up to the loft. We have solid granite steps, stacked stone on this side with lime grout. And I personally love these rustic details. Even though this is a brand new structure, I feel like the way it's designed really complements and matches the rest of the property. Also, throughout this level, we have Jerusalem limestone on the floors. Behind this wall is the kitchen, but instead of going there, first, I want to take everybody outside so we can check out the grounds for a second. Come on out. This space is absolutely gorgeous, great elevation. All your French doors open up to this patio, and look at these views. I love this area, and I love the fact that you have a river that cuts through your property. And this is your backdrop, and this is what you get to hear all the time. I'm gonna shut up for a second.
This is what every LA developer is trying to imitate, but this is the real thing, you know?
This is the real thing. That's why they put water features at the entry of their properties.
Exactly.
This is just stunning. You have your lap pool down there with its own little patio. Your grounds are lush and manicured. This is all graded, by the way. That's why it's so smooth.
Yeah, this is incredible. We're also very lucky in that we get to stay here for a few days and really experience what it's like to live in a property like this.
Be here.
Be here, spending time with the owners, you know, eating dinner with them, walking the grounds with them, petting their cats. It's an incredible experience.
Without a doubt. Also, we have the steps here leading you down to the pool area and the grounds. Really nice art piece. And this is this section of the terrace. Now let's go to the other side where we have the covered area. On the ceiling, you can see the lights, ceiling fans, space heaters, nice outdoor dining area here that faces the grounds. I like this built-in seating section. You have your granite countertop, your outdoor kitchen on this side with a grill, smoker, fridge, dishwasher, everything you need. And the way this outdoor kitchen is positioned is actually really nice because you have your French doors, let's see, opening right back to your main kitchen. I really like the rustic approach when it comes to the design of this kitchen. We don't really have a lot of upper cabinets. All these windows bring so much natural light. Teak cabinetry. Island is on this side with a beautiful walnut countertop. They also incorporated these metal trims throughout the island. Corners are all open. You have your bar seating. And right in the center of this island, we have an Aga gas stove and oven. And it really matches the farmhouse aesthetics that this kitchen is going for. Looks really nice. And on the other side, we have the rest of the base cabinets. This is a reclaimed farm sink that they reglazed and positioned right here on this side. 3-inch solid limestone countertops, 2 dishwashers. All these windows bring in great natural light. Above, you can see the exposed beams that are Douglas fir and bleached, so you get this nice light tone. It's a beautiful kitchen. It gets better. Follow me this way. We have a chef's pantry here. It obviously comes with a lot of cabinetry space. We have the built-in fridge, freezer, and wine fridge on this side. cutting block.
Chopping block.
Chopping block island right in the center. Nice rustic touch. Your base cabinets are on this side. Zinc countertops. I really like how the corners and this wall is curved. In fact, we have these curved details throughout the property around the fireplace that faces the kitchen. Touches like these really soften up spaces, and I feel like on this property it's done very tastefully, and we're gonna see more curved edges throughout our tour. Now, obviously we have the farm sink here, commercial faucet, windows bring in natural light and ventilation. And with that, we're done with our tour on this level. Now let's go downstairs so we can check out the guest suites. Staircase landing on the lower level is actually really cool. We have the staircase here, stacked stone on the back, windows bring in natural light, darker tones, exposed beams, and it brings you to this light and open space. Oak hardwood floors. These double doors open up to your gym or your yoga studio. Same hardwood floors are also there. And on the other side is the second entry of this property, or technically the winter entry, because this is the location that we pulled up. It's basically your driveway that leads to your 2-car garage. Part of the section is covered so you can keep your firewood reserve dry during winter as well. Now, let's go back in. We have a nice landing area here, small seating setup. We gotta talk about this Louis Vuitton trunk that is positioned here as a coffee table. Nice, elegant, and a quirky detail that I want to point out. Follow me this way. Ladybug is with us again. She's literally following us throughout the tour, which is hilarious.
I don't mind.
I don't mind it either. Now, follow me this way. We have 3 guest suites on this wing. This is the first one. Let's cover the bathroom area. It's basically open. You have your built-in cabinetry here, separate water closet, beautiful walnut vanity. Sink is nicely recessed into the countertop, brush nickel fixtures, Jerusalem limestone on the floors as well as the walls, and you have your walk-in shower on this side. Beautifully designed, so elegant.
I really like these bathrooms.
They're not over the top, they're all natural stone.
Yeah, but there's something very European about them too. I feel like it has like a very Saint-Tropez almost aesthetic to the design, you know?
Well, plaster walls.
Yeah.
They're all lime, so you have a lot of texture, a lot of character. You have beautiful hardwood floors. You have your king-size bed on this side, and this is the room. Obviously, it faces the ground, so you have your French doors opening up. Literally, Ladybug is following us throughout the tour. And you have a sliding glass door here that pockets into the wall and opens up to a nice, cozy courtyard area shared by this room and the room next door, which is the second guest suite, and we're gonna see that space later. And I just love the space. I just love that you can open up your French doors and walk right out to your grounds. Pretty amazing.
I think Ladybug does also.
Yes, yeah. She's waiting right there. She's ready to go outside.
That's right.
All right, let's continue. Now, back to the hallway. Look at this frame. Limestone plaster walls, hardwood floors, all these organic touches with the millwork. Before we go into the second guest suite, I want to point out we have a wine cellar here, and going to this side, guest suite number 2. King size bed, hardwood floors, French doors open up to the grounds, sliding glass door tucks nicely into the wall and opens up to the courtyard that we just mentioned. There's also a nice floating lounging bed there that looks very comfortable. And I just love the simplicity of these rooms. You have lime plaster walls, warm textures, and all of these finishes come together very beautifully. And then you have your grounds. That's all you need.
I love these bedrooms, and I love the accessibility to the grounds, which we'll see in a second.
Absolutely. Now, let's tour the bathroom. We have a nice freestanding tub here, brushed nickel fixtures, beautiful vanity that was custom designed and built in India with a marble countertop. You have Jerusalem limestone on the back, just so elegantly designed. And on the other side, you have your open walk-in shower, rain head above, 2 doors open up to the courtyard, just a really nice bathroom. And on the other side, let me show this to everyone. See your walk-in closet, built-in cabinetry here. Now, we have one more guest suite to see. Let's go take a look at that bedroom as well, which starts here. Great natural light coming in, king-size bed. Really like these wall sconces, nice purple color, TVs on the other side, ceiling fan, and off of the entry we have a full bathroom with a walk-in shower, really nice vanity, some built-in cabinetry. But now I want to take everybody outside so we can check out the grounds for a second. This is it. That's why you want to have French doors. You just flow straight to your grounds and look at this place. This is unreal. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that we can interact with the grounds and spend time like this. Walk to the pool area, which is extremely nice. It's a lap pool, simple plaster. It has an automatic cover. Fire pit on the left-hand side. This is why this place is so special. River is down below. I'm sure everybody can hear it. You have a nice flagstone patio here next to your pool. What are your thoughts?
Well, I love this pool. I wish we could jump in. I want to say, don't let the rustic environment fool you. This pool is also heated if you want it to be.
They also have an amazing hot tub, which we're going to cover in a bit.
They have a really cool hot tub that is a little bit more old school. It's, I feel like, the perfect time of year to be here. The weather's awesome.
Mikey's wearing a t-shirt right now.
It's nice and cool, but it's springtime, so we get these little rainstorms. They come and go, but it's really nice.
Absolutely. While we're here, can we turn back and look at the house for a second? It looks incredible. It's really well designed because it takes advantage of the natural grading of the land. That's how they position the guest suites on the lower level. Then you have your second and third floor. Stacked stone really helps it give that rustic look. You can see all these windows and French doors. In between the windows and French doors, they have this really nice vertical copper siding, again, to add up to the rusticness of the home. Just a beautiful structure, and grounds are just so exciting. I would love to take a walk this way and take everybody to the river, to the hot tub area, to the glamping sites, and we have so much more to see. But first, we got to go back to the main house again, go to the top floor so we can check out that amazing primary bedroom suite. Currently, we're at the loft area, which is technically the seating area for the primary bedroom. Love the open shelving here, curved corners, and it's nicely integrated into this masonry wall. Cushions here serving as your seating area, because on the other side you have a picture frame which also happens to be a TV. Again, curved details. You have plastic incorporated to the cabinetry, to the millwork. Looks beautiful. Your bed is on this side. Before we go there, you have a rustic desk here, more open shelving, amazing views of the river and the grounds. And this section is all open. Look at the natural light that comes into this space. You can look down to your seating area. Volume is fantastic. And then you come over here, they left the flue of the fireplace that's next to the dining area exposed here to give you that rustic feel. This is really fun and a cool space.
Yeah, I love this. Just a really grand room. Ines and I were talking to the owner of the property and the designer, and we are actually on a direct east-west orientation. So we're facing east at sunrise, apparently. The sun peaks over those hills, and you just get direct cascading light into your primary bedroom right behind me, which I'm sure is beautiful.
It is beautiful. In fact, let's turn that way so we can check out the primary bedroom. Now, this is a really unique design. We have a barn door here that closes off this section. They even have additional picture windows above to bring more natural light to the room. And obviously the roof line matches on the other side, more windows there. And this bed is actually on a platform. That way you can really appreciate and enjoy the views that we get on the other side. It's king size, headboard is nicely incorporated to the wall, warm textures, windows open up towards the river. We can actually hear the river from the bedroom, which is really nice. And going to the other side, small seating area, another double-sided fireplace that also faces the primary bathroom. And before we leave this space, I want to talk about one more detail. The other side of this barn door is plaster. So when you close the doors, it feels like a wall.
Nice little touch.
All right, let's check out the bathroom.
Let's do it.
We have the steps wrapped with metal leading you to the vanity. This one is also designed in India. Beautiful marble countertop, 2 sinks, brush nickel fixtures, and on the back you can see this reeded glass back wall, and on top of that they have these mirrors with rounded edges wrapped in leather, beautifully framing this section. Wall sconces, all these fixtures and design elements coming together makes this vanity so beautiful. It's so tasteful. Then you turn back and you have your double-sided wood burning fireplace. All right, let's check out the walk-in shower. It's really open. Again, this curved fluted glass wall frames the shower so beautifully, but I really appreciate that it's open on the bottom, open on the top, so it kind of lets the shower breathe. limestone floors, rain head above me, nice casement window so you can let some natural air to come into the space. And going to the other side, of course, a nice timeless freestanding tub with a brush nickel fixture, all these small casement windows opening up. It's just a fun moment. It's just an elegant space, warm wood paneling, bleached ceilings. Your water closet is on this side. And Mikey, let's go to the other side for a second. This is where we have the walk-in closet. It's definitely spacious. At the end, you can see the infrared sauna. I want to respect the owner's privacy. She has her clothes here, but as you all can tell, it's a nice, spacious walk-in closet. And with that, we're done with the top floor. Now, this is a beautiful home. I love the design elements and finishes, but I feel like this property is beyond this home. It's about the grounds, the area, and the lifestyle it provides you.
I think the world is extremely focused on interior design, but so often there's no focus on exterior design. And as you walk through this property, which is dozens and dozens of acres of exploration and discovery, you will come across these moments where you discover exterior living rooms that have been so immaculately considered that once you sit back in one of those chairs, all of a sudden you see an entirely different perspective of the land. And yet there's this uniting element that's the sound of this water wherever you go. So you still know where you are.
To create the right relationship with the landscape and to prepare the grounds for the siting of this house, we had to regrade the lawns dropping down to the river in order to create perspective. That's the reason we did regrade large acreage below the tree barns to achieve that kind of effect.
127 acres, a lot to cover. And I wish we can go to every single acre and show you every corner of this property. We're gonna do our best to showcase some of the key points, key moments around the grounds. Now, the estate is right behind me, we just passed by. Now we're right next to a river where you can go for a dip, go for a swim, and then you can come up here and get in this hot tub. Now, this hot tub is a little bit different because it has its own furnace.
A wood-burning hot tub is a first on this channel, but
correct.
It kind of fits the vibe out here, you know?
It definitely fits the vibe. Water is warm, scenery is incredible. This is what this lifestyle is all about. You go for a cold dip, you come up here, get in your warm hot tub, just enjoy the nature that this property provides.
Yeah, we should wait a little bit.
Now we have flames coming.
So is it gonna be hotter?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be cooked.
I'm doing it. All right, this is pretty awesome. Someone has to come in and join me. Come on, you gotta do it. Come on, you got this. There we go.
You guys, I'm vlogging for the first time.
I'm trying to fix me. Ow. Amazing, beautiful, I love it.
Is it?
I'm fighting against Kurt. I'm coming.
Get the champagne. Some more glasses.
I don't know how we ended up here, but cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Armand.
Cheers. Take your shirt off.
Oh man, it's fucking hot.
Yeah?
It's been boiling for like 2 hours.
And I kind of piped it up.
Yo! That's the thing about wood-burning hot tubs. You can't regulate the temperature.
You can't regulate. Once it's hot, it's hot.
Something we've never done before is sat in a wood-burning hot tub. This thing is hot. It is.
Really hot. Now this is where it gets really fun. This property is 127 acres and this river runs through the entire property. So certain parts of the river are very calm, very flat, and certain parts are very powerful and there's a lot of movement. Right here is one of those powerful moments. In fact, you can see the river on the left, creek on the right, joining together, And this scenery is absolutely insane. In fact, Mikey, let's take everybody down so we can get a closer look.
Let's do it. I'm gonna have to
All
watch
right.
my footing right here.
Well,
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, exactly. Come on, follow me. This is so fun. I've been here so many times. I'm so excited. This is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I'm out of words. I just want to put a chair here and sit down for hours. Watch the water move. Watch this place. There's actually an island right in the center, so the water flows on each side. More seating areas there, seating areas on the other side. The owner here really went out of her way to clean up every part of this property so you can walk around very comfortably. You can use every single acre and you can make the best out of it. To me, the highlight of this property is the river. The fact that it cuts through your property and the fact that you can go for a swim, go for a dip, go for a paddleboarding session and be able to enjoy this river any given time is absolutely fantastic. I'm out of words. This is true beauty and this is your backyard. This is part of your home. We got so much more to see. Let's go back to the grounds. Let's keep walking. 127 acres comes with a wide variety of terrain. We have these beautiful rolling grounds, 2 barns on the back, guest cottage, that's the main estate, and throughout the grounds you have so many different areas and moments. Look at those 2 chairs right there. Perfect for you to just sit down and relax. Now we're on the side of the river where it's a little bit more calm. Look at those 2 rustic chairs right there. Tubes, hammocks, so many different areas for you to just enjoy.
Yeah, and it's going to be very difficult for us to convey on this tour the amount of love and care the owner has put into the 127 acres as far as all the seating areas, all the little nooks. Everywhere you go across the entire property, you'll find a bench or a couch or a swing chair where you can just sit down and relax and really enjoy kind of the natural element, you know?
Absolutely, and Mike, it also goes beyond that. We've been told that when she acquired this property, you couldn't even walk the grounds. It was so overgrown, so dilapidated, but she took this big challenge, cleared up the land and made the entire property accessible, which is really important. That's how we're gonna go to the other side and be able to enjoy what else this property has to offer. And in fact, I've been mentioning that this river cuts through the property. That's why they have this bridge that takes you to the other side. Now, there's a really cool story with this bridge. The original bridge used to support railroad tracks, and the original foundation, built in the 1800s, has survived to this day. You see, after the Civil War ended, Pine Plains became a railroad hub, bringing trade, supplies, and economic development to the region. Today, the bridge is used to connect to the other side of this expansive property, where we continue our tour aboard the Polaris UTV. First stop, the vegetable garden. When you have a property with such big grounds, you have the opportunity to do various things. In this case, they grow their vegetables, fruits here. They also have a fence wall around this section because they have deer here, and apparently deer likes to eat the vegetables and the fruits.
I don't blame them.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't blame them either. They're trying to protect this space, but we wanted all of you to see this. There's a vegetable garden.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Moving on, the property continues to unfold itself. Scenery is absolutely gorgeous. Even driving this 4x4 is a fun experience. You're just relaxed. It's just me, Mikey, our 4x4, and this beautiful property. So much open land brings the opportunity to be creative, so the owners developed several unique campsites across the property, starting with this one. Welcome to the Airstream. That's right, you heard me correctly. They parked this beautiful rustic Airstream here, built a deck right in front of it, and where it's located might be one of the best spots within the property. Look at our scenery, so peaceful, so tranquil, and you have an Airstream. Let's go inside. This RV is just so cool. Seating area, small kitchenette, fridge. There's a good sized bed here. You can stay. By the way, this Airstream is functional. They have batteries here, solar above, propane tanks. Like, you can spend a night here or live for a few days.
Yeah, fully off grid.
Fully off grid. This is unbelievable. And with that, we're off to the next campsite. And once we cross the tree line into the forest, it really becomes a magical place. I can't imagine growing up like this. Like, property like this would be so perfect for a family, for kids to just enjoy and understand what nature has to offer. On the way to the next campsite, we stop for a quick moment at a peaceful spot along the riverbank. I would love to just meditate here, sit down, read a book, and look how private this property is. Nobody around us.
And this is one of their favorite swimming holes on the property, right?
Correct. Again, look at this river. I mean, I'm out of words. I love this property.
It's incredible.
Our next stop takes us even deeper into the woods to one of the property's glamping sites. It's a fusion of glamour and camping, so you're immersed in nature while still enjoying the basic comforts of home. Here we go. Welcome to the glamping site. Look at this space. Deck, your tent, outdoor seating area, wood-burning fireplace.
It's raining a little bit right now.
Yes.
But go under the tent. I bet it makes an incredible sound.
Can you imagine spending the night here? It would be fantastic, by yourself, with nature around you.
Something about the sound of rain on like a tent like this is a special sound. Like, I have put this on YouTube before to fall asleep.
Yes.
So I can only imagine actually staying
I know
out
what you're
here
talking about.
and enjoying it.
The forest that's around us, all these trees, sound of the river, the smell of this place. I know we travel around the world and we showcase incredible properties, new construction homes, but this one is on another level. It's a different experience, and I'm just really happy to be here. After our tour through the backwoods, us city types need a little time on the town, so we turn our eyes to the surrounding areas.
What's wonderful about the experience in this specific location is that you are in very close proximity to Pine Plains. Rhinebeck is very close by, Hudson is close by, and then in between are a plethora of beautiful, charming, even smaller towns, farm stands, farms, distilleries. The variety is truly exceptional.
Pine Plains historically has been a farming community. You have a lot of gentleman farms, but a lot of real working class farms as well. Pine Plains is going through a bit of a renaissance. It's a small community, but we have some of the greatest restaurants in the Hudson Valley right here. And to cap that all off, we're within 2 hours to Midtown Manhattan.
So off we go to check out the local city life. Our first stop is Pine Plains, which is over 300 years old. It's home to the Stissing House, a historic 1782 tavern that is one of the country's oldest operating restaurants. Next, we visit Hudson, and even though it's a small city, it's currently in a boom cycle. While we are here, we sample some of the food Hudson has to offer, and make a quick stop to check out the Hudson River, which, before the Mississippi Valley was settled, was America's most prominent waterway. It's a pretty cool scene, I gotta say. Look at that historic, I guess, water tower. That's a barge, and here I am, just taking it all in.
Remember, this is the location of the Astors, the Vanderbilts, and the Livingston family, who owned thousands of acres of land here. Why? Because it was the best land in New York State.
With that, it's back to Ingadi to take a look at some of the remaining buildings on this amazing property. Next stop, the stables. All right, now it's time to check out these amazing barns. You can actually see both of them in one frame. This one is the remodeled one. Let's go inside. We have 9 stalls here, rubberized floors. Technically, this entire section is all new, and I want to admit something right away. I'm not really an expert when it comes to horse stalls.
I've been wondering, what is Enes going to talk about when we go to the stables?
Well, I can talk about the hardware and some of the features. These doors are really cool. Let's actually go in one. So you have your ceiling mount fan, and I'm assuming this railing design here is perfectly cut out for horses to be able to look outside and get some fresh air.
Yeah.
But this space, honestly, really cool. I feel like this has been a little bit of a learning experience for me. So this barn has like a little office here. This is the feed room. This is where they mix all of the food and medicine for the horses. And this is the tack room. This is where they store some of the saddles, bridles, and horse riding equipment. And again, I learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, Mikey, let's actually go back because there's an amazing space That's above us. I want to show everyone where that is. We got a couple more sections to see. This is where they wash and clean the horses, and I really appreciate that they have space heaters here. I guess a nice horse stable has all these nice features, like at home.
Yeah, and don't forget, we are in New York State, so there is a few months of the year where it's cold outside, so they have to bring these horses in, clean them,
correct,
keep them warm.
Keep them warm. These are historic silos that they kept and incorporated into these barns. Amazing. And the staircase here takes us to a really cool spot. This has to be one of the coolest spaces within this property. We're currently on the second floor of the barn, and look at the volume here. Look at the light coming in. This stick frame structure, this is such an interesting space, and this is normally where they store hay for the horses down below. In fact, they have a ceiling mount track system. That's how they move hay from one side to another. And then they have these openings to shoot the hay to the stalls that are down below us. I mean, there's so much potential here. You can see those historic silos attached on the other side. You can turn it into a creative space, office space. You can do so much with it. If you're a collector and you have an interesting collection, what a place to showcase that. They also have a one-bedroom apartment here with its own kitchen attached to this structure. Being able to see the bones of this building and having such a spacious area like this is really cool. Yeah, this is a huge space. For our viewers around the country, around the world that are used to this kind of thing, let us know, is this a normal sized barn? Because maybe me and Ennis are just... We have no idea. Yeah, maybe we're just blown away by the scale of this room. It's just really cool in here. Well said, Mikey. Personally, I love it. Something about old school framed buildings that are so interesting and fascinating. They have some of the mechanisms here for, I'm assuming, the tracks that are above us. And check this out. We open up these barn doors. This is where we started our tour. Incredible. Pretty awesome, and gets better. This is the first barn. Right next door, we have another one. At this point, I feel like I'm out of words. We saw so many different areas, structures. We did our best to cover all of the 127 acres, and building after building, structure after structure, this property keeps giving. This is the second barn, and again, volume is incredible. Potential is limitless. Down below, you have an amazing space that if you put the right resources and the right effort can turn into an amazing car gallery or another horse stable. Over here, you have this open volume that can be an office, entertainment space, or just a commercial room for you to have events. And someone like myself who loves real estate, who loves land, gets so excited when it comes to touring a home and touring a special place like this. I'm out of words because I feel like I was just excited throughout the whole day. All right, everyone, last part of our tour, the guest house. Follow me this way. I like that it has its own little front lawn area, nice outdoor deck, main estate is down below us, and come on in. Let us show you where we've been staying the last few days. It opens up to a really cozy kitchen, farmhouse sink, solid wood countertops, really unique fridge here. You have your stove, rest of the countertop space, super cozy. I really like the red refrigerator for some reason. I can't say why, but it's a kind of 50s, 60s kind of vibe. It's a nice retro touch, and this is our living room. Wood burning fireplace, leather couch, accessories, extremely cozy. This cottage is just beautiful. Now, we have 3 bedrooms on this side of the property. There's actually a staircase here that leads up to a loft, really cool space. Another bedroom here, this is where Mikey stays. Full bathroom, let's go inside. Nice open shower, window that looks out to the river and the side of the property. You have your marble sink. I love the color palette. Yeah, all you need. Now, 3rd bedroom suite. Again, these rooms are extremely cozy. This cottage is historic, timeless, and it really goes with the style of the property. Now, believe it or not, it doesn't end here because down below we have another 2-bedroom apartment with its own kitchen and its own bathroom. That's actually where I stay. So in total, this cottage comes with 5 bedrooms. Now this is a full circle moment for us because this is where we started our tour, and here we are finishing it after covering these beautiful grounds and these amazing structures. I gotta say, I really enjoyed my time here, and I feel honored that we got the opportunity to tour this incredible place and share it with all of you. As dusk settles in, our last night is celebrated with an incredible homemade meal prepared by our hosts. This lineup is insane. I'm beyond hungry. Had a fantastic day.
You have no idea how long Ines has been talking about being hungry today.
Yes, I'm just excited. Menu and the lineup looks incredible. As you can tell from my plate, maybe I was overly excited, but hey, I want to try everything. You can hear the river. Life's good. I'm really excited for this meal. Our time here at Ingadi has been an absolute pleasure. A mental reset for our team of Los Angeles city dwellers. Connecting to nature in such a physical way makes me feel grounded. And it fills me with a sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the moments of calm and tranquility. The scent of the air. The sound of the flowing river. And the trees rustling in the breeze. I'm grateful for the experiences we get to share with friends and the opportunity to meet new ones. To break bread together.
This looks really good.
And share our stories. Because as great as it is to be in a beautiful place with such incredible surroundings, it's the people around you that make all the difference in the world. Alright everyone, that's it for the tour. Hope you'll enjoy this video. Big thanks to the listing agents, Leonard Steinberg and Byron Anderson, for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this amazing property in the description of this video, so make sure to check it out. Now, if you enjoyed the tour, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.